I've got a theory for you guys.
Oh.
Briefly mentioned it before the show, but for everybody watching, I believe that ADA Krause in the Rittenhouse trial manufactured evidence. I should say this, manipulated evidence, provided a weakened version of that evidence to the defense in an effort to disadvantage them, prejudice the jury, and gain a Hail Mary pass, which in fact has now given them a potential hung jury. To simplify, drone footage, they're calling it unicorn evidence, emerges, right in the middle of the trial that the state has. They present it. They claim it shows Kyle Rittenhouse pointing his weapon at the Zeminskis, provoking Rosenbaum to attack him. Now, you can't really see much. Here's what we know is true. The evidence that they presented was not the same evidence given to the defense. The defense was provided with I believe it was a 212p video, a lower resolution, and apparently a cropped version. So when the defense is reviewing the video, they say, I can't see anything here. They're claiming that this shows Rittenhouse pointing the weapon. The jury will never buy it. The video's too blurry and grainy. But then they go to trial. They go into the trial, and the jury is given higher res video instead. Now, what ends up happening is the defense didn't notice this. They crafted their argument around you can't see anything anyway. But in the higher res video, it's easier to see, and then the state made their argument. The defense was unable to provide a defense because they were not given the evidence. It wasn't until the judge said, I want to see this. The defense played their low-res version, and the judge says, what is this? I can't see anything. Binger, one of the prosecutors, says, our version is clearer, isn't it? And Krause says, yes. This results in shock among the judge and the defense, saying, what do you mean? How is yours clearer? We weren't provided that evidence. And then Krause says, no, it's just playing weird. That line right there is evidence to me. He realized, uh-oh, I've been caught. Now, you may be saying, Tim, that's a wild theory, but I've brought receipts. I send you now to my Twitter where I produced a thread. Now, this is not definitive. It is just my hypothesis as to what may have occurred. I think it's possible I'm wrong because there's some elements here and I'll explain. But first, take a look at this. We have an image from Election Wiz. He says, based on the work of John M. Curtis, Def Not Darth, and For Fearg, it appears the Rittenhouse drone video was a cropped version of the video shown on Tucker Carlson. So the image I'm presenting now on the screen for those that are watching, you can see the Tucker Carlson video and you can see the prosecution's video, and it looks like someone cropped out Fox News' graphic, creating a strange video. Now, here's the point I made. The drone footage presented by the state is in a weird format, 1920 by 844. What resolution is that? I mean, nobody. It's 1080. This appears to be because the full video was manipulated to remove either the graphic or something the state did not want to include. Now, that's me speculating because I don't know who cropped that video. They may have received it from somebody else, but I brought receipts. I go on to say, how did the footage get cropped? Krause on his laptop has Format Factory, and I have the source right here included in my tweet. In the image, you can see Format Factory. It's kind of hard to see.
Oh my gosh.
Format Factory is software that allows you to crop, mix, transcode video, but crop is highlighted on their website. I point this out. Format Factory is not just transcoding. As per their website, it also crops video. This explains why Krause had Handbrake and Format Factory. Here's the source. It says, provides audio and video converter, splitter, mixer, crop, and D-logo. Was Krause looking for software that would remove the Fox News graphic D-logo and then decided to crop it instead into a strange format? That doesn't make sense. Now, I'm going to pause for a second and say this. At any rate, shouldn't this be called into question? Your Honor, videos aren't recorded in 844p. This video has been tampered with. The video should be, if it's 1920, it should be 1920 by 1080. I'd argue that this has got something cut out and thus should not be used. Now, they might say, too bad, the video shows what it shows. But I think right away there's an issue. Let's move on. And I said, now we all know it's a fact. The defense was given a lower res video. This is not disputed, but it seems ADA Krause got caught as per the transcript. This is a transcript of the moment when the defense realized they were not given the real evidence. In fact, they were given a low res version. Two things stand out. Binger says this isn't the same quality as our version, is it? Sounds like Binger didn't know. I mean, the dude seems to be rather inept and doesn't know gun safety, but I think from the transcript, he genuinely didn't know. Krause says, no, our version's much clearer. Wisco, for the defense, says, I got that from you. I have the enhanced one, but that is exactly what we got from you. We got it from Dropbox. The judge says, so what you're showing me now is this doesn't show anything. This is what was provided to the defense. Richards on the defense says yes. Binger says Mr. Stute is on his way. This is their tech guy who's now going to come in and play the high-res version. Wisco says, I don't know. That's what we got from Dropbox. So if your version's clear, that means you didn't give us your version. And Krause says it's just playing weird.
Holy cow.
Wisco says that's not how it works. If it truly was a mistake, that somehow, this is what they argued, when they sent the video over email, because they sent it over email, it somehow changed the name of the file and compressed it. That's not possible. That doesn't happen. But Krause said it's just playing weird. Why would he say that? It's just playing weird. He offered up an excuse to try and placate everybody who realized somebody was manipulating the evidence. That, to me, is the quote in question. If Krause genuinely didn't know this happened, he would have been like, I don't know why it's doing it. I have no idea what's going on. Or he said nothing. He was like, I don't know. Our version seems to be clear. Something must have gone wrong. We'll fix it. I'm sorry.